Hey guys, um, for the majority of my followers, this is probably the first time you've either seen me, heard me, or even realised I exist. So I thought there's this accent me and myself and one of my friends do, and I thought I'd try it out. Because who doesn't want to see or hear? It's really hear. Can't see with your ears. Who doesn't want to hear accents from around the world? See what other people sound like? What am I doing with my shoulders? Because it's quite disconcerting using a webcam from a laptop because most of the ones on computers it's around the corner, it just stays still, but this it's angled in a weird way. But I digress. So let's get down to these questions. So actually just switch these around. There we go. Your name and username. First of all, hi, glad to meet you guys. My name's Chris Sullivan. Or Christopher, if you want to be pedantic. Christopher's my real name, and I absolutely hate it. I can't stand being called Christopher. It sounds far too formal for me. And my grandparents, one particular pair of them, always call me Christopher because obviously it's my name. But I've asked them, can you please just, I don't mind, but shorten it down because I can't help but get angry for some odd reason being called Christopher. But it can't be helped. So Chris, hi. And my username is Ruffles the Werewolf. And for particular reasons, I don't want to say. I posted the definition of why it's Ruffles Werewolf quite a few times on my blog, so I don't want to repeat it again because otherwise I'll keep on forgetting it or being constantly reminded of it. So if you want to see what it's called, feel free to flick on through. Second question. Well, number two, we're getting somewhere. Where you're from? I'm from Manchester in the UK, and it's specifically a little village called Mosley. It's a beautiful village. It's enclosed within a valley called the Pennines, and there's hills all around. You get a canal streaming through as well. It's a tranquil place, very tranquil place. Uh, because it's based in the countryside, majority of the friends I know in real life don't live in countryside orientated places. So only one or two I've ever been to Mosley for whatever reason. But every time I bring someone down, without a shadow of a doubt, they people I know who are watching this, you know who you are, but they can't help but sing the Emmerdale theme tune. And for any Americans watching this, Emmerdale is a soap opera or story from where you're from, and it's based in a farm, a little village, greenery everywhere, enclosed as well. So if I tried playing the theme tune just for comedic effect, but for some reason my microphone couldn't pick it up. So check that out as well. Alright. Oh, we got some words to pronounce. So let's see what we got. Now, on, roof, root, theatre, iron, which is the only word I can think of that has some kind of silent R in it, which I find really weird. I'm an avid lover of language, but still, it's quite weird. Salmon, again with the silent letters, why aren't they speaking out? Caramel, fire. There's a associated memory I have with the word fire. The song Jai Ho. Stay with me here. Stay with me. One of my friends back in college used to sing Jai Ho all of the time. Moto fucking Bene used to sing it quite a lot. And at the end of I think the second chorus, there's a particular word that it's not fire, but it sounds like fire. So every time I sing it, I always hear that word. I just find that hilarious. I've missed where I'm up to. There we go. Water, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, another silent letter, you. No point thinking about it now. Just go with the flow, Chris. Go with the flow. Both, again, probably. Oh, I'm saying I'm saying the same words again. So if I get distracted for more than a second, I can completely lose focus of where I am, my surroundings, who my family are, what my name is. Let's find this again. We're up to coupon. So coupon, mayonnaise, pajamas, cart, naturally, aluminium, GIF, not GIF, always GIF. I don't have a problem with people who call it GIF. I mean, it's a different pronunciation. GIF in itself isn't a real word. It's just an acronym, so you can pronounce it the way you like. Why people get angry about that, I don't know. Tumblr, crackerjack, doorknob. Not gonna say anything. Envelope and Gpoy, GPOY. I don't know what that stands for, but there's obvious reason for it being there. So on to the real questions now. Well, hey, what is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? Vandalism? I don't know if there's a specific meaning to that. It sounds like it's the kind of thing you do on Halloween to derp around. I can't think of any British people I know of who've done something like that. And I know it's like a kind of tradition, so to speak, in America. I've seen a lot of episodes of American shows where they do that, but in Britain, no, can't seem to find it. We got egged once, my house, just a couple of ransacked kids just running across the way, and they weren't even trick or treating. So get off our pathway! Terrible one. Hope I don't grow old. No one likes growing old. You're only as young as you feel. What is a bubbly carbonated drink called? It's fizzy drinks for me. Call me weird, and I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but am I the only person who likes fizzy drinks when they're actually flat? Call them flat drinks. Every time I drink a fizzy drink, it always hurts the back of my throat, so I generally tend to leave them to fizz out until I drink them. But my mum and dad drink fizzy drinks quite often. Usually it's Coke, but cheap brand, Lamos, Tesco's, Asda sort of Coke. Just most horrible aftertaste I've ever had. But I'm always leaving the lids off things so it can soak down, but then my mum and dad get angry at me. They shout saying, "Chris, leave the lid on, we told you this once or twice." But mum, I won't be able to drink it. I wouldn't. I like it if they buy a drink for me, just for me especially, so we won't have to go through any of these connotations again. But just something I have to bring up at the next shopping meeting, I suppose. Can't shopping meetings, not formal. Just say, "Mum, can you get me something?" "Yeah, sure. What is it?" Next question. We'll be here forever. What's the bug that when you touch it, it curls into a ball? I've never actually seen one of these in the wilds or with my own eyes, but I want to say woodlouse. Woodlouse, because I know that goes into. It could be something different. It could be multiple insects that do that. So if you can think of any, just message me and let me know. Although now I want to go out poking insects with sticks just to see if they react in the same way. What do you say to address a group of people? Well, it really depends on both the surroundings, the situation, and the closeness of the people I'm with. If it's general acquaintances, maybe some people I like. I've seen them a couple of times. I've never actually hung around with them. I'll just say things like, "Hello, hey, how are you?" But with other friends, like I met up with Staley Dan a few days ago to go to Manchester, and we just jumped straight into the conversation. There was no formal greetings whatsoever, and I like that sort of interaction where you just jump straight in. I have to be in the right mood for it, but when I'm over that obstacle and I can push it out the back of my mind, it's the greatest feeling ever. What do you call the kind of spider that has an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs? So daddy long legs, I think. But is it technically classified as a spider if it has wings to fly around with? I don't know. I seem like an idiot now. I don't know my general knowledge, but if you know that, then again, let me know. Be a wizard or a vampire? Well, that's easy. Wizard, because from my username, my lycanthropian ancestry kind of restricts me from getting along with any sort of vampires, what was being immortal enemies and all, but a wizard that could do magic, how awesome would that be? I mean, you could transform at will, you can have no imagination whatsoever. Still, it would be pretty damn cool. Harry Potter style. How old are you? When I'm clean shaven, I'm 17. Right now, I'm 21, but with a beard, I could look 40. But today's a good day. Very good day. What's your favourite colour? Well, see for yourself. Blue! Everything's in blue. Blue shirt, blue walls, blue cup as well. I used to like green when I was younger because Dixie was one of my favourite Teletubbies, but as I've grown out of that, I just took a natural liking to blue and could be drowning right now. I'm glad I'm not. What colour are your eyes? Kind of dark brownish. Although a lot of people, don't be scared, because my eyes seem to be the most complemented feature about me for both good and bad reasons. On one end of the spectrum, they're beautiful, very, very eye-catching. And on the other end of the spectrum, people have actually said, don't look at me, I'm fair, my soul gets sucked out. And the best memory I've got of something like that is when I was back in college. It was my first year. I didn't really know anybody because all of my high school friends had all gone to different colleges scattered around Manchester. And so I was left to make friends on my own, which I found at the time, which will be about 4 or 5 years ago, I found that to be incredibly difficult. But once I came out of my shell, it was obviously much easier. But there was one friend I met and I knew for about 2 weeks called Tom Artingstall, really cool guy. And one of his friends, I didn't know this at the time, but one of his friends was coming around the corner and I had my back turned to him. And as I turned round, he saw me and he literally, I shit you not, actually just fainted backwards. He's like, holy shit, you've got really scary eyes. Well, thanks, Alex. Nice to meet you too. Do you have freckles? No, unfortunately. My dad's ginger, and you usually associate ginger with having freckles as well, but not here. It skipped a generation. When is your birthday? Remember, the 4th of November. And funnily enough, about this really creeped us out when we all discovered this, but 2 of my best friends have the same birthday, and none of us knew about it really. One of them's one of my friend's fiance, but he's a couple of years older than us. But another friend has exact same 4th of November 1991. Like, we both conjoined twins. No wonder we get on so well. It's funny. Life's a funny thing. What was the last thing you drank? Well, water. Ordinary water. That was easy to answer. Would you rather have $1 million or 1 million friends? Well, £1 million, not dollars. It'd be absolutely useless here, but I'd rather have the money, and I don't want to sound greedy or vain or anything, but money can't buy happiness. Everybody knows that. But I'd rather have as much money as I can acquire rather than being burdened by the disappointment of not speaking to 999,000 people I know for a fact that I'm never going to talk to. I mean, ain't nobody got time for that. And I'm still astounded by how people can just have Facebook friends of over 1,000. It's just, how many people do you know? How often do you go out? How do you meet them? It's a complete mystery to me. Eat a taco or a quesadilla? I'm not sure what a quesadilla is, so just on that basis, tacos. Deadpool would be proud. And be a shark or an elephant? Well, my memory is absolutely terrible, so elephant all the way. Well, I can think of 2 reasons why shark. You wouldn't want to be a shark right now. Animal Crossing. Say no more than that. Do you speak a second language? Unfortunately, no. I did French GCSE for 2 years. I got a B in it, which isn't bad, but speaking was my worst part, so I'm not going to. I've already repressed the memory. I don't want to replay it back to you. Just odd words here and there. What do you call gym shoes? Call them trainers because you're training them. I'm disappointed by that. I should just walk out of the door from just the shame of that terrible pun. Next, what do you call your grandparents? Well, as I've mentioned earlier, I have 2 pairs, both my maternal and my paternal, and the very first ones I met were my paternal on my dad's side, and so from then on we've addressed them as 1 nana and 2 nana. So if they're in the room together or if we're on the phone, I've always called them by that, and I've not known them by anything else. It's just 1 nana. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, how's being old? Terrible small talk. Next, what do you call the wheel contraption which you carry groceries at the supermarket? Shopping trolley. Immense amounts of fun if you know how to use it. Me and my friends used to go once or twice to a parking lot right on the top of IKEA, and we sat inside there, raced each other, span around. It was great fun, but after a few occasions, the security got wind of it, and so they banished us from the top, so we could never go again. Stupid security. What is the thing you change the TV channel with? Add TV remote or remote control is what I normally say, but there's a little tradition we have here in the house. I've got for siblings an older sister and a younger brother, and when my older sister was quite young, she had trouble pronouncing particular words, and so a few examples. My name, Christopher. She called me Kiddifer instead. From milk became mook. Orange juice became oddinduce. And this is a weird origin coming to think of it now, but remote control, EPDP. Whether it was the noise it made when you pressed the buttons made that sort of onomatopoeic sound, I don't know, but it's been EPDP from then on. Zoom! Hey again, guys. Sorry about that. My dad just needed me for something, but I'm back now. So let's get this thing finished. There's only about 2 or 3 questions to go, so bear with me. So next question is, choose a book and read a passage from it. Let's see what we got down here. Here we go. Archangel, Matney Horowitz. I like the Alex Rider series, but it's been a while since I've read them. I'm only up to Skeleton Key, I think. And this is my brother's book. It's about 6 in the series, if I'm not mistaken. So, flicking through. He completed his first circuit and began another. There was no sign of Drevin, and Alex wondered if he had left the track. Then there was a roar behind him, and Russian overtook, his face hidden beneath the black helmet. He had managed 2 complete circuits in the time that Alex had done 1.5. It was clearly going to be no contest unless Alex put his foot down. How fast did Parsec the car could go? 100 miles an hour? Madness! No, this is Archangel. Like I say, I like the Alex Rider series. I might have to catch up with that sometime, but I'm not much of a book reader. I'm more of a TV show watching kind of guy. Sitcoms, quiz shows, anything with laughter, you name it. Do you think you have an accent? Well, if memory serves, a few of my friends have actually described my voice as being quite accentless, if that makes sense. It's just a noise, but you guys can judge that. Another thing I should mention, in UK, like the America has states, we've got counties, which is just a certain area that encapsulates a few towns and scattered throughout the UK. Mosley lies on the borderline of two, Lancashire and Yorkshire, but the border seems to change quite a few years, very often. So one year we could be Lancashire, one year we could be in Yorkshire. So it's many of the people I know kind of have a mixture of the two accents, and I'm being described as none. It's quite weird. Uh, so, last one. Do you know anyone on Tumblr in real life? Yes, plug-in time. Um, well, I'll plug in the description actually, because if I miss somebody off the top of my head, they'll be quite pissed off. Saying, Chris, aren't I your friend? Yes, yes, of course you are. So I'll put that into the description. And that's it. That's the accent meme. And if you want to have a chat, talk about a few things, just message me and we'll get it on. So nice speaking to you guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you later.